first week in February, so
Congratulations, guys.
it's getting there. We're getting there in almost a year straight.
That's a lot of levels.
Rose. Yeah, it
Alright,
is.
so
To Nate,
this is a long video game.
This is a
it
very
is. It
long
really
video
is.
game.
47 levels, man. We're gonna get more than that.
That's
gonna
at
be
least 4 CDs
Yeah.
right there.
we should next year at the Game Awards win the best continuous video game because it's literally continue. We're on level 47. By the next
We
year,
are.
we'll be at like what 90. So throwing that out there. It's a lot of levels. I don't know a game that has
And
90
that's not
levels.
even that's not even including like
Right?
the E3 show.
Yeah, all the extra ones you guys do?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we well, I lied. My friend played Columns. He got to like a level 102, and the game glitches out. So there is that. So we got to beat that. That's the most I've ever seen in a game in terms of amount of levels. 102. That's our goal. Anywho, tonight we got a lot. We had a lot of stuff that went on this past week, gaming wise actually.
Yeah,
we had the gaming awards, the biggest gaming award show in the world. There's multiple if you do pay attention, but
there's
this
like 50 billion.
this would be considered probably the most pristine out of all of them. We have the Golden Globes. They announced their nominees. The Grammys too, which I'm not talking about the Grammys, but they just did theirs. If you are into the Grammys, they announced their winnings. The award season coming up, bros. We got all of them. We got the Oscars. We got 800 different awards: gaming awards, movie awards, music awards. Tis the season.
Tis the season of awards.
Tis the season for
It is.
awards. Holy
So, we got a
fucking
lot.
Shit, I haven't seen that.
We got some streamers making exclusive deals, and a bunch of other stuff. So we got a lot going on this week as the year wraps up and we slowly get into 2020, a whole new decade, boys.
Oh, yeah,
We got a lot
2010s.
going on here. We got 2020 is going to be a big year, I think, for us. So,
I think
and
so.
tonight, as you see, Nate James is not with us. Best Buy, as you know, we all work there, is open extended hours, so he has to be at work pretty much at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Nah, man, he's a bitch. That's why.
He is a bitch. That's pretty much why he's not working. But no, I'm just kidding. We're not joking, but we are joking at the same time. So, and
Sorry, not sorry.
yeah, no, he's with Candace right now. Candace is not his girlfriend, by the way. I said he's with Candace right now.
I don't get it.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Candace nuts fit in your mouth. Exactly.
That makes no sense.
It does. Makes perfect sense.
Makes all the sense
Candace,
in the world.
Candace, dick fit in your mouth.
We suddenly
Oh.
went from G to R.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna bring that up, but then he's like, doesn't make any sense. So that's all James's fault.
had to ask.
Yeah.
He
I had to ask.
ask it.
I
He
had
to-
to ask the tough questions, man.
You
Always
did, you had to
asking
ruin it.
questions.
Investigative journalist.
I was trying to keep this PG.
Hey,
But,
do you
James-
know Joe?
Oh boy.
Who's Joe?
These nuts.
My favorite.
Jody's nuts.
Yeah.
All
Mom
right.
locked that
So
one.
what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody had a good week. Mine's been pretty busy.
Uh,
Watched a bunch of videos on. We'll get into it in a little bit, but watched a bunch of videos on like streaming tips. So I'm gonna talk about that a little bit today.
nice.
Oh,
Maybe a
shit.
little bit, just a little bit.
Nice.
What else you been doing?
Not much else. Playing. We did our Overwatch battle royale. That one was pretty fun. We had quite a few people hanging out. And
At one
then
point, you had like 11, didn't you?
yeah,
Damn.
yeah, there was a lot of people hanging
Wow.
out.
All
Yeah,
while
we-
we were streaming the Game Awards. Me
It
and
was.
me and
Yeah, yeah. I peeked in. I hung out with you guys for a little bit while you were doing
We
that.
did.
Yeah.
I
that
some
was
of those
cool.
people I've never. Was that some of those people's first times?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
As far as
Nice.
I can tell.
Who was the? Was there a? Who was the girl?
Mm,
No idea.
yeah.
You know, she had a very I loved her voice. It was very animated. Like she literally sounded like a Chinese character. I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
A Japanese character. I wanted to ask her if that was like a persona she was putting on, or that was her real voice, but I ended up getting off. But she had that. It was very like that high pitched voice. I was like, that's awesome. I was
Yeah.
like, I wonder if she actually talks like that, or she was just doing that for the game, for the thing. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
She actually sounds like when she's talking normally, like a 57-year-old smoker.
Yeah. Oh, guys, how you doing?
Hey guys, how's it going?
She's Mrs. Bighead from Rocko's Modern Life.
Yes. Yes.
What's up, guys?
Oh,
hey.
Rocco,
Yeah.
Hey, fellas.
I want you to stick your kangaroo pee-pee in me.
Oh my gosh.
Did you guys ever see?
Well, that's how it was. That's just straight how it
She
was.
was always trying to grind on him.
You
and
guys
stuff.
remember that episode of Rocco's Modern Life where Mrs. Big
She
Head
was
actually
shady.
tried to seduce
Yeah.
Rocco?
I think so. Remember when
Did
she
you
got
guys ever?
she got a nose? I
Yeah.
remember that episode.
No, wasn't that Mr. Big Head that got the nose?
I think so.
Have you guys ever seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I've
No.
heard of it.
So there's a character. Her name is Diaz. She's a very like
Yeah, right.
feminist woman. Like, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass in a very deep voice. Like, you fuck with me, I'm gonna punch you right in the wiener. Like,
Jesus.
I'm
she
a
was very,
wiener.
very intimidated. Her voice in real life is the most girly girl voice.
hey guys.
Hey guys, how you doing? What's going on? And I saw it on an interview, and everyone was like, the guy stopped. The thing was like Jimmy Fallon, and he was like, he kind of stood there and looked at her. He was like, and she's like, what?
Where's
So-
Ashton Kutcher? Am I getting punked right now?
Your voice. Can we talk about that for a second now? And she was like, yeah, I get that all the time. This is my actual voice, though. Everyone thinks I'm like this because I play the character in the show, but I'm not. I'm actually this. Everyone's just sitting there like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so that was.
Yeah, she. So like, I wasn't sure if that was like the case because I thought about that when she was talking. I'm like, I wonder if she has like she puts on this character when she's around people.
Well, I used to
Um,
watch an ARC channel where there was a character. There was a girl that would do that, and her character would break every once in a while, and she'd be like, "Oh fuck."
Oh fuck.
Oh, Ariana Grande, if you guys ever watched Nickelodeon back in the day, she used to have this fucking squeaky ass voice. Hey guys. She had like that voice. But like there was bloopers when she messed up and she was like, ah shit, I fucked up. Like her voice would go to normal and then she was like, so that I wasn't sure if she was doing that because it sounded animated. Doesn't mean she was actually was, but
Yeah.
I was just curious.
But
Yeah, you got a lot of people. That was good.
yeah, that was
shit.
that was a
Nice.
super good run. Yeah, it was super good. Other than that, I played Call of Duty with you guys. I'm getting better at it. I have been playing a lot of the where you take on like what is the one where it's like capture the flag or not? It's like
Domination.
A, B, and C. Yeah, domination. That one I play a lot. That one's fun. Especially I've kidded myself out with a shield and a shotgun. That's
awesome.
That's so stupid.
Scum of
like,
the earth right
guys,
there.
guys,
Scum of the earth.
guys, if you're new to the game and you want to like be a dick,
You want to piss a lot of people off.
grab a shield, a shotgun. That's you have to use the perk hardline, and then grab the other
Overkill.
one, or is that whatever one
Yeah,
gives you
it's
two
it's
primary
overkill.
weapons, and the other one lets you switch them really fast, bro. And then you just kneel down because they'll shoot your feet otherwise. That's what I've learned, and by watching myself die over and over again, being super confused. And I think one of you even gave me the heads up that that's how that works. But and then you just either bash them with the shield. At one point, I had the shield.
Show 'em a fucking infinite.
Bro, at one point I had the shield and I was on that board that has the giant bridge in the middle.
Oh,
It's really annoying. It's really annoying. We were on the sucky side too. And
Yep.
I ran over to like this perfect spot.
Side. They're both side.
Well, the one of them's easier to get to the bridge.
The one where you don't roll up in the cannon and crush the car and the car disappears like it never existed. Not that one. The other one.
Yeah. And,
So the one without the building, like the more of like the more destroyed town.
Yeah.
Well, it's
part,
not even
and
really
the
like-
one big building.
The one with the house, like the better side. The one with the river and shit.
Yeah.
Is there a river?
Yeah, off to the side. Keep going, Schroeder.
But anyways, I ran over to where this car was chilling, and somebody had died there that had a sniper rifle. So I just sat there switching between the sniper rifle and the shield, and just, oh my gosh, bro, it was so funny. I ended up getting like 8 or 9 kills, which for me is a big deal. Like, some people do that. Like, I look at the things, these people have like 50 kills. I can't believe it. But like, anyways, it was super cool. And then other than that, I don't have a TV stand anymore. I have the totes
Yeah, I
back.
see
No,
that.
you don't.
Yeah, that's because I have, my desk is made out of black iron pipes and like lumber, and it's made in such a manner that I can basically upgrade it.
Nice.
So I unscrewed a couple pipes, screwed a couple other ones in, and now my desk is bigger.
Your
Nice.
TV stand assimilated into your desk.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool though, because then, you know, in time I just buy all the pieces to make a new TV stand, and then if I want, I can either upgrade the desk again or upgrade the TV stand at the next
I like it.
interval. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, I highly
Posted in the. Go ahead.
I highly recommend for anybody that just wants, it is a long-term investment unless you have a whole bunch of money right away. But man, just black iron gas pipes, and then you use what are those things called? It's just a rubber ring.
Like a stopper.
Kinda. Usually you use them on
rings.
if you're looking at a lamp, say you have a table lamp, right?
Oh, okay.
Where the cord
Oh.
goes inside of the metal
Yeah.
frame of the lamp, it's got that rubber ring.
Yeah.
You can get them that are just big enough to fit the pipes. So you basically put them on and run them down, and then drill your holes in the boards, and then you can basically make the boards go up or down as high, completely modular. And then when you're ready, you unscrew a couple pipes, add a couple more. Like the next upgrade I want to do is I want to take the TV stand's back pipes and replace them so that I can actually set my monitors up on wall mounts and
Oh,
literally be able to like move my monitors around. It'd be really, you could get one of those table things that have it, but I think it'd be cool
Yeah.
if I could just build it right into it. It'd be really neat. And then put
Pretty
like
awesome.
another one over here with a cup holder on it or something, or maybe something to hold a phone.
Cup
And then,
holder.
and
Hey,
then
you
when
gotta
I'm
have that tactical
yeah,
cup holder.
and
man.
then when I'm playing my hyperreal spaceflight simulators, I can actually put buttons there.
That'd be cool. That'd
yeah,
be cool.
man.
Beep, boop, boop,
So,
beep, boop, 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 beep.
Shit.
and then the last thing, and then I'm done, is watch actually 2 things real fast. I watched a bunch of handful of videos on like just dream upgrades. I actually already mentioned that one. One more episode of Cuphead to go. I thought last episode was
Yeah.
gonna be the last
seen
episode.
that.
I actually
You're like,
have
what
to.
the fuck is this?
Yeah, I have to actually even fix the titles. Right now it says it was the last episode, but no. It took me 2.5 hours to beat the one boss.
I was watching that and you were like, what is this? Well, I thought I was done, but there's one more place. And just a sigh. Like,
Yeah, it's the devil. I have to fight the devil himself. I had to fight his bastard little dice-headed friend,
Devil.
but now I have to fight the devil, which makes sense because the game is pretty devil.
yeah.
That last one,
So when's the speed run coming?
That look.
When's the speed run coming?
when I'm done editing them all together so it resembles a speedrun.
I like it.
Does anyone remember Mr. Meaty?
Yeah. The puppets and shit.
I
Yeah.
don't. What's Mr. I don't remember Mr. Meaty.
It was a
Yeah, no.
Nickelodeon TV show. That was a little unsettling in my opinion.
Fuck yeah, I think I remember. It was it was the puppets. It was like hyper realistic almost.
Yeah, and they worked in like a meat store or something in a mall.
Yeah. It was like wasn't there like this kid? Like it was like basically like Clerks almost. Where it's just
Yeah, it
two
was-
kids just hanging out.
Yeah,
Think
it
of
was
it as like a
weird.
crank yankers type thing. Where it's just like hand puppets.
I don't
I
know what that
remember that
is.
It was fucking horrible.
It was an odd TV show.
Very odd.
Hmm.
That was during the experimental days of both Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember Wienerville. A
It
lot of
was-
people don't remember that one.
A teenage version of like Sesame Street, but not like a mature version that Crank Yankers was on Comedy Central. Crank Yankers was like your adult puppets where they fucked and stuff. Well, as much as they could.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that one.
So it was a less like it was a teen version of that, a young
Aye.
teen version.
So looking back on it, I guess my week was a little busier than I thought it was.
Good though.
Yeah. And then other than that, just work and stuff. How about you?
I can go. I did nothing other than played Call of Duty.
I thought I did nothing too, though. Think about
I am. I posted those. Like, if you guys are curious to know what I was talking about, a comparison of that girl. One where she's doing an interview, and then another one where she's in the show. You can hear the differences in her voice. Watch the show first. The clips of the show, and then when you go to actually watch her interview voice, you're like, what the fuck? Tomorrow I'm going to some like Christmas festival thing. Like technically I'm going to the North Pole, is what it is. It's actually called the North Pole. So, I get to ride the Polar Express, get to see Santa Claus, and
It's pretty
Just
high.
what you've always
yeah.
wanted.
exactly pretty much spend the day at the North Pole is where I'm going. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, I was gonna
Wow.
say that should
How,
really be
how much
fun.
did that cost you, flying all the way to the North Pole?
Oh,
That's
pretty
a lot.
penny. It's very hard to find flights. Let me tell you, to go, the North Pole itself, it's hard, but I was able to make it happen. And I called Santa and got a few
made it
favors
work.
done. I had to do
Okay.
some things I didn't like with the elves, but I made it work though.
You had to ho yourself out.
I did.
you know?
Yeah, basically you stop like at the edge of the North Pole, and then that's where the Polar Express comes in for the rest.
Right, and then there's a
Not
big
like the
hole there.
movie.
There's a giant
Yeah.
hole that goes to inner Earth,
Exactly.
and that's where
Wait.
Santa Claus lives.
So the movie's a bunch of fucking liars. The Polar Express picks the kids about their house. No, I gotta spend $3,000 on plane tickets to get to the goddamn Polar Express. Freaking movie.
Lying
damn
sons of bitches.
Ah.
I think that's like one of the only movies I own on Amazon Prime or whatever. On the Amazon buying movies thing.
It's a classic. It
It's
really
a good
is.
one.
That's a
yeah.
great one.
Yeah.
You think about all those.
Hey, do you know about trains? Do you know what kind of train this is?
Like all of those Christmas movies, realistically, like The Grinch is what, 15 years old with Jim Carrey. That's a
Oh,
classic.
okay. I was gonna. No, it's not.
The original,
Grimp is the
original
original's a
one's like
classic,
fucking
not
like
the Jim
40.
Carrey. No, older
More.
than that.
yeah, all of those ones, A Day Without a Santa Claus, all those are fucking.
Rudolph. That
Yeah.
shit was on last night, and like I usually don't watch TV, but I just happened to see that it was on, and I was
Yeah.
just like, "Fuck it, I gotta watch it."
Yeah, all those movies for how old they are, they've in terms of things that lasted the test of time, it's those.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just like
All
all the
those
Charlie
posters.
Brown stuff, like Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, they're
that's
only
an
on
absolute
one time a
classic.
year, and I think
Yeah.
that's probably why they've been able to do what they have, because they've made newer Christmas movies, but nothing has been. The Grinch, realistically, has been the last. I don't know what came out. Either the Grinch or the Polar Express. I don't know what came out first, but either one. Those are the last two of like our age, our era. That's been like good. I know they made like the Christmas Chronicles with what the fuck his name is. I don't remember his name.
What about the Santa Claus movies starring Tim Allen?
Yeah, but those
Yeah.
are older. Those,
Or the
those
one
are
with
older.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad.
There you go. Oh, God.
Turbo Man.
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that movie is a fucking classic too.
Dude, that movie is
Um,
savage, bro.
The,
Did you
Put my
so they-
cookies
Claus
down.
they sold Turbo Man. Like you
I'm
could
sure they
like
did.
there was a time you actually it was like I think the
I'm
year
surprised they don't
after
bring
I
that back
worked-
and try to resell it again
They
each
did.
year.
Like it
Oh,
was
really?
the year after I quit Toys R Us.
That's
They
awesome.
sold Turbo Man.
The Santa Claus though, the Santa Claus came out way before the Grinch and Polar Express came out though.
Did
At
it?
least the Santa Claus 1, yeah, that Santa Claus 1 was like mid 90s.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Someone
God.
look it up.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no, it had to have been because it was Tim Allen.
Whoa. Bro.
Yeah.
Yo. 1996 talking Turbo Man. And then it's a toy on eBay for $399.
Oh, I
That'd
bet
be
that's
surprising.
a classic.
Not, oh my goodness.
Do it.
This one's $450.
Instant buy.
Oh, somebody's selling it for 65. They don't know what they got in their hands right now.
The Santa Claus, 1994 is when the Santa Claus came out,
Hey,
Jeez.
that's when that was the year I was born.
and that's still today. There's never gonna be any more of those. No one. That's a character that I don't
That's
think
funny.
can ever be portrayed by anybody else other than him.
Turbo Man?
Like-
Wasn't that the name
No,
of the dude?
Santa Claus,
Oh.
like Tim Allen.
Real quick though, wasn't Turbo Man?
I'd like to see Danny DeVito as the Santa Claus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
I think he'd do pretty well.
Danny DeVito is perfect for any role.
What was the dude Schroeder from Turbo Man?
Wasn't that the name of? Oh no, that was Captain Amazing. Never mind.
Like
Yeah, man.
honestly, The Hurt Locker would have been a much better movie if the main character
That's
was
funny.
Danny DeVito.
But there's certain people, and we'll get on this discussion another time. But there's certain characters that like, once a person plays, they do it so well. If someone else plays it, it's just kind of like, eh. But oh, I did lie. I watched all 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
All 3
which,
of them?
The first 3, yeah, I watched all 3. Which those Pirates of the Caribbean movies are the best movies about pirates of the Caribbean. Just throwing that out there.
Sure. I bet you they are.
Future
Okay.
generations are gonna look at those movies when they go to write their like reports and
It's gonna be studied in film classes as the best
a definitive
movie
de-
about Caribbean
depiction.
pirates.
Yeah, so funny. And then they're
So
gonna
re-
use references from Sea of Thieves too.
Exactly. And then I started watching Star Wars. I watched number 1 and 2.
Let me guess, on Disney Plus.
Actually, 1 was on TV,
Oh,
and I just my mom was watching it, and I actually went downstairs at the beginning. And I just sat and watched the whole thing, and then I'm like, okay, they did a marathon. They played every single one. It's still going on right now, actually. Yeah, this was yesterday, so that's how long this marathon is. If you watch
Well, yeah,
all
it's all the
8
Star Wars
movies plus the other 2. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch the second one now. It's on TV, and I'm like, I'm curious to see exactly how much better it looks on Disney Plus, and I'm sick of the commercials. So then I finished it on Disney Plus. I never watched it in 4K before. It looks phenomenal. Like for how
4K.
old the second one is. It was actually really good. I was actually surprised. I'll be watching the third one here soon. But that's pretty much all I did. And then played Call of Duty. So
and Halo.
that was my week. Oh, and Halo, yeah.
I don't like Halo that much. That game makes me
Yeah, I'm not a
mad.
fan, but everyone plays it. So that's
It's
the
not as
reason I play it.
smooth as like Call of Duty's super smooth. It's
But-
smoother than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like Halo. Halo is like I don't know. It just feels very clunky.
It takes a while, yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't-
Well, you also got to think this is like a 10-year-old game almost.
I know, but the controls.
I wouldn't go out of my way and play it by myself, but I only play it because other people are
Can
playing
you play
it. That's
if-
the only reason
Can
why.
you do multiplayer campaign?
Yeah.
That's
Halo?
kind of fun. That's cool. I like that idea. That would be.
Yeah, you could do up to
that
4
would be.
players.
That would be
Yeah, we
fun.
could
I
do that.
think. That would be super. Dude, what if we all did like a playthrough of the whole game and we'll stream it?
I can't.
Why?
My computer takes a shit if I try to stream it and play it at the same time.
Really?
Me and Nate James went over this. My
Yeah.
CPU usage is like 100%
What? Oh, because
during the entire thing, and I can't do shit.
He has a desktop. I mean, he has a
I
laptop.
forgot you had a laptop. Tits. I'm sorry, brother.
You know, because
Um,
it's i5 processor that's probably 100 times better than what was on the 360. I
Sweet.
can handle it.
Speaking of laptops,
That's weird.
Mark, what do you got going? I seen you flipped over a computer over there. Go to you, and how was your week? James.
Not too bad. I've just been trying to get as much work done as I can for the week. What I've been doing here with my computer is I've been stuck on like a Windows update from like 3 or 4 months ago that I'm trying to update it to. And it's gone through the update process probably about 6 or 8 times, but failed every time. So trying to figure that out. That's pretty fun.
Fun.
As far as games and stuff goes, yeah, I've been playing a bunch of Halo with these guys. I've been looking into the Halo like modding community and how to do that sort of stuff, but it's actually a lot more difficult than I initially expected. It's a lot like the older games, like straight hex editing and that sort of shit.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
also
would be.
really difficult without having like Forge or a way to edit the maps as well. Like
Nice, yeah, at least.
it's
God,
just
when Forge comes out, when Halo
Bless
3
you.
comes out, it's gonna be smooth sailing because Forge is gonna be on there. Same with like Halo 4, 'cause that has Forge as well.
I'm just waiting for that game to get better.
Yeah.
Like as of right now, it's just the multiplayer, and there's like no way to pick what games you play really that much. And I keep playing fucking team DMRs every time, and it's really annoying because I'm really awful at DMRs, and some people are really good at it.
Oh yeah.
So it's just not fun. So I don't.
No.
I really just play for the custom games, and I'm waiting for Forge to come along so I can start making my own maps and make my own custom games at that point.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be super neat.
That's what I used to do in Halo 3 and Halo Reach and all those games, and then this game came out and the functionality isn't there yet. I mean, it is, but the keyboard functionality isn't there yet. You have to use a controller and you have to like hack into it somehow. It's a process.
That
Um, yeah, besides that, nothing too crazy. Got my projects done for work.
Nice.
I've been typing documentation all day for it, so that's pretty much what my week is going to consist of.
shit. Shit.
Sweet. Sounds like a barrel
Sounds like
full of
amazing
monkeys.
time.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing says fun like typing up reports.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm learning MongoDB, which is a NoSQL programming language. Just figured I'd learn it for fun,
Nice.
so
That's awesome.
why not? Yeah, besides that, that's my week.
What about you, James?
Okay, so I played some games.
Yeah, you did.
I played some games. I watched some stuff. Fire Emblem was great. Fire Emblem's fantastic. Just had a 5-year time skip. That was cool. Everyone looks cool now. Claude, I don't know how, but they managed to make him look even hotter. So that's pretty rad. Everyone's still stupid. Most of the people are still stupid over leveled. So, oh well. That's my fault for playing on baby casual. Pokemon's still great. Not much more to say there. I got a thing in the mail. I got a new video game in the mail. It is Deadly Premonition Origins Collector's Edition.
That game looks thick.
Yeah, it's the collector's edition. That's why.
Oh, okay.
So
That's a
I
thick
get
cartridge.
It is.
How are you
Gonna
gonna
be
fit
thick.
that in your
thick
CD
with
player?
10 Cs. Thick with at least 8 Cs. Fucking open up, you asshole.
8 cc's of
So
thickness.
have you guys ever heard of Deadly Premonition?
Besides you telling me about it,
I'm not
Alright.
familiar with it.
Who here knows the Twin Peaks?
Yeah.
The show Twin Peaks.
Mhm.
Did you
Familiar
enjoy
with
the
it.
Did you enjoy the show Twin Peaks?
Never watched. I know of it.
Ever watched
Isn't
it?
it supposed
Know
to
of
be
it?
a lot like
Yeah.
Alan Wake?
Yeah, but crazier.
Yeah.
Because
Ooh.
David Lynch.
I don't know what that
Um,
means.
Hellraiser. Was it Eraserhead? David, the one with the dude with the pins.
Oh yeah, Pinhead.
Pins on his face. Pinhead, yeah. He directed that.
Oh.
So Deadly Premonition is made by
So bad at names.
Suda51. Suda51. Or Swear. Was it Suda or Swear? I can't remember which. But basically, it's Twin Peaks the game. No matter how much he denies it, it's Twin Peaks the games.
That's cool.
The main reason I bought the collector's edition is because I got a bunch of pins with it.
Oh.
The coffee says FK, and
You got enough.
Isn't that right, Zach?
you got enough badges to make it to the next gym.
That's
I
so
can.
cool.
I can go to the Pokemon League,
You
man.
good?
Yeah.
What are you doing sitting here talking to us for?
Because the flight for the Pokemon League doesn't start.
That's
until,
super cool, man. You
Doesn't
already,
start until tomorrow.
dude. That's like my kryptonite. Those little pins. Those are cool. I got like a whole ton of them over here on this curtain.
I also
It's hard to see
played Halo, and did I play Call of Duty with you guys at all? I probably did. I think I did. When we had a butt ton of people on. So that was fun. I'm still bad at those games, but I still at least have fun. But the
That's
kind
good.
of the big thing that I played, well, the two big things that I played was Jedi Fallen Order. I started playing that. That game is really good. If you like Dark Souls, because basically just Dark Souls with a Star Wars skin on it. That's all it is.
The touch of Uncharted.
With a touch of Uncharted. It's like Sekiro, but with Star Wars. They have fucking straight up bonfires throughout the world that you meditate at, and then if you heal, you regain your health stims, which are Estus flasks. Your health regenerates,
Oh,
and
they
the
showed
enemies
that,
respawn.
Yeah.
There's monsters that will fucking off you super quick. Everything's a challenge. It's Dark Souls.
From this angle, Walker looks like DJ Walker.
DJ Walker in the house.
Just the way their lights reflecting off your lens. Yeah, that's cool, man.
And then I also played the game My Friend Pedro.
I think I've
Are
heard
any of
this.
you guys familiar with this?
I think I've heard of it, but I don't.
I've watched a few gameplays.
I know I've
It was
heard of it.
really awesome.
All right, for those who don't know about My Friend Pedro, you're a guy. Pretty much it.
Yeah.
You're
Like,
Pedro.
okay.
You're a guy who listens to his friend Pedro, who is an imaginary banana,
What?
and his imaginary banana friend tells him to kill a bunch of mobsters.
Nope, never played this one. I'm not familiar with
Congratulations, that's the entire story of My Friend Pedro.
this one. Is it
Just
good?
like that.
I think I've seen it on
Oh, it's-
Fanatica.
It's so fun. It's so fun. Like
My friend Pedro.
So, all right,
Look it up.
it's a shooter. It's a side-scrolling shooter. It's on Game Pass, Schroeder,
Is it?
for PC, so you could download it.
Now is Game Pass?
Um,
Can people with Xboxes do the Game Pass? Like.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plan that we're subscribed to gets us PC and console Game Pass.
Go over here.
But anyway, so you
Oh, this
It's-
looks cool.
think of John Wick. Think of a John Wick movie, but in a game,
Dude, this looks like the
or
way.
the Raid movie.
This looks like the similar mechanics to that samurai dishwasher or whatever, dishwasher samurai.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of similar.
That was an amazing indie title. That game was so fun. I should play that one of these nights.
There you go. You should also play My Friend Pedro.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things that I did in the game is I did because you could do like crazy like wall jumps and flips and shit and slow down time and shoot. I jumped off of one wall. So there's like a wall, another wall over on the left, and then a guy on the other side of like a chain link fence. So what I did is and then I think another guy off in the distance. So I jumped off of the one wall, backflip, jumped off the other wall, jumped over the guy behind the chain link fence, slowed down time, pulled out both two guns, aimed them at both guys, and shot him and killed him. And I go, holy shit, this is great. This is the coolest thing ever.
This is what I've been waiting for.
This is what I've been waiting for.
This is the game for me.
It is. It's such a fun, mindless game, and one of the coolest things about it is that it will take the coolest kill that you've done in that level and replay it at the end of the level.
Oh, that's fun.
So then you could tweet it. It has full Twitter integration, so you could just tweet that video
Of
to
you just being
to-
amazing.
Exactly.
Well, that's
It's
neat.
genius. It's absolutely genius.
It's a really good marketing strategy.
It is. Oh yeah. You see that cool shit on Twitter? It's like, oh, I need to play this.
Mhm.
I need to play this in a heartbeat right now. But since you all goobers have Game Pass, I would definitely recommend it. Recommend downloading it. It's
Recommend
so
you.
good. It's so good.
All right, well
I'm
then maybe that's what
probably-
we'll stream because I only have one episode of Cuphead to play left.
There you go.
So if it doesn't take me 2.5 hours to beat that one boss,
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't.
Yeah.
It probably will, but hopefully
it probably will. Yeah, it probably will, but hopefully not. And I'll get that ready.
But yeah, also been watching a lot of Live PD because that show is really good. It's hilarious watching people be idiots and cops just throw them to the ground. I didn't know I enjoyed that as much as I do. I discovered myself.
Always learning.
Always learning.
Yeah.
And then today I watched a lot of Eric Andre after recording. So I did a lot of fucking recording, man, today.
Did you? See, that's why I need.
I did.
Oh, go ahead.
I streamed for like 2.5 or right around like 2.5 hours of Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Then maybe another 3 hours of Yakuza. And I'm contemplating if I want to do, because I won't be able to play Pokemon tomorrow, if I want to stream Pokemon after this.
What's tomorrow? Oh, you close.
I work until 7 or 11:15.
Yeah, 11:15.
I'm not gonna feel like
that's late for us.
11:15.
I know,
That is
That's
right.
that's close to my bedtime.
dude. I close every night except for Wednesday. Yeah.
Eh.
Balls.
Yeah, that's my week.
Okay. Well, that's
I forgot.
entertaining.
I went to the dentist. I got this for free.
Oh, nice.
An electric toothbrush.
What
There you go.
fucking dentist gives you that shit for free? What kind of high roller dentist do you go to?
I don't know. It's the first time I've ever been there. Man, they gave
That's
it
a
to
high
me for
roller
free.
right there. You know what my dentist usually gives me?
Smirky
Nothing.
look.
Shame.
Sticker.
Shame.
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 Motherfucker, why aren't you brushing your teeth enough? It's like I brush my teeth enough. It's just I drink
He criticizes.
fucking Monster Energy drinks, and that
Yeah.
kills it harder.
I know. Sucks.
I'd have to brush my teeth like 8 times a day to negate
You
the
need to
effects
hurry
of
up and get
Monster
this
Energy.
fucking stem cell stuff figured out.
Yeah, I got that. So that was another thing I did. I forgot. That was
Yeah,
it.
yeah, your exciting adventures at the dentist. Did you have anything interesting happen at the dentist?
I don't want to talk about anything else other than that. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
How many
I'm just gonna
cavities
leave it
did you
at that.
have?
And I say cavities, but other
So when are you getting your dentures?
root canals. So, but we won't talk about that.
that sucks.
I'm just
Anyways.
gonna live with pain.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a root canal. I'm just gonna live
Fuck
with
my
it.
nose down here. There it
Jeez.
goes. Okay. Anywho. So, boyos. Come on, stay. Get into some news, shall we?
Nose.
Nose.
News. Let's get
You
into that
guys
news
talk,
right
I'm
there.
You guys talk. I'm gonna get rid of these pins.
Rid of 'em?
Start with some movie news, shall we, my fellows? Jumanji came out. The largest opening for a Sony movie in history. It did $120 million worldwide.
Take that, Spider-Man.
Wow.
Well, they don't include Spider-Man because it's not a Sony exclusive. Yeah,
Take
100.
that, Spider-Man.
120 million worldwide, 60 million over here. Also, the largest United States Sony box opening of all time. For those who remember, Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle was Sony's largest movie of all time, and when it comes to the box office, and if it keeps up, this movie keeps up the same numbers, it'll beat those numbers.
Yeah,
Nice.
it took down Frozen.
Yep, it beat Frozen. So, unfortunately, now it has Star Wars Episode 9 next week.
Well, hey,
this
maybe
coming
we'll
Friday,
work it-
actually, I
Maybe
lied.
we'll work it for its advantage.
Yeah, so it does have Star Wars, but if you guys remember, everyone hated number 8 so much that people decided to go see Jumanji, and Jumanji beat Star Wars in the box office. Super unexpected. Can that
Okay.
happen 2 times in a row? I don't know.
Probably. All right, guys. Here's the question about Star Wars. When are we doing the spoiler cast for it?
Who's gonna go see it this weekend?
Not me.
I don't see movies anymore.
Who's gonna go see it at all?
I will go see it.
I want to see it
Let's
eventually. I would
Mark,
love to
let's go
see it. I would like to
Yeah.
see it.
Well, then I guess we'll make our decision around when everyone has time or money to go see it.
Mark,
Why do
you
I
mean
want to
Nate-
see
Honestly,
another
we'll probably-
Jumanji movie?
Huh?
I want to see
What?
the Jumanji movie as well. He said
Why
he
do I
wants to
want to? Why do I want to see another Jumanji movie?
Jack
No,
Black's in
Star
it
Wars.
with-
Oh,
Yeah, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
why do I want to see another Star Wars movie?
I didn't. Yeah.
It's the last
To
one.
finish off the trilogy, man.
I haven't
la-
seen the last two. I
No.
think.
It's fine. You don't need to. They're both not great.
So yeah, that does come out. That's a big. I didn't even add that to this, but yeah, this Thursday, Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. I said that weird. Rise of Skywalker. Comes out. It is the finale in the 9 movie. I don't know what the fuck you even call that. Triple trilogy. It concludes anything Skywalker related. Speaking of that, segue now. The director of J.J. Abrams said, "Do not expect any special editions or special episodes or spin-offs from this last trilogy." If you guys remember, like in the original trilogy, they did like a Star Wars Christmas, things like that. I guess they did some kind of show from 1, 2, and 3, which I didn't know they did, but supposedly they did some kind of spin-off.
Yeah, there was like the Clone Wars
Oh yeah,
show, which
you're
is
right.
supposed to be really good.
Yeah, you're right. The Clone Wars show. They said don't expect any special editions or spin-offs from this last trilogy. Speaking of Star Wars, like I was talking about, I was watching Star Wars on Disney Plus. And as you guys know, or if you guys heard, they altered the original 3
Yeah.
many times.
Yep.
Including when they put them on Disney Plus, they altered them again. I guess J.J. Abrams, went to Bob Iger and told him, "You need to release the unaltered versions on Disney Plus."
Yo, if they do that, I will subscribe to Disney Plus. Like instantly.
And I guess he hardcore pushed for it, and obviously that didn't happen. But they are, I guess it's something they're still considering. Maybe like putting in an unedited version, putting the actual original trilogy.
I don't even know
Like-
if they have that tape anymore, though. That's the
I don't know.
thing. Like, I don't even know if they have it anymore. George Lucas probably destroyed it.
You would have the black bars on the side of your TV if they
Well,
did do that, but
Still,
that's
though,
how it was.
but not the Laserdisc version. Laserdisc version. There we go.
Oh yeah.
But like,
Did
I
that
don't
on
even know if they
purpose.
have the Master Edition anymore of those.
I don't know. That'd
Yeah,
be hard to get.
yeah.
If anything, they're at Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah.
Like that's where they will
Well,
be.
either way, if they just put what you have on there, just
Yeah.
put the most complete one, ones you do have on there.
The Laserdisc version
Yeah.
So
is widely regarded as the best.
So I guess there is a push for that, just because people don't like the little edits that they have made to the original trilogy to make it more modern. People like them.
On
Like them.
shot first.
Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt isn't CGI.
So I didn't realize that, because if you guys ever seen The Phantom Menace, they used the animatronic Yoda, like the fake Yoda that they used in the original trilogy. They re-edited that, took that out, and put that Yoda that's in Revenge of the Sith. Yoda in the first movie, number 1 and number 2, The Clone Wars and The Phantom Menace, is CGI now.
Well, and then also at the end of after
wild.
It's
what was
always
it,
been
episode
CGI.
3?
That's just the Mandela effect.
After
Work.
after episode 3, any re-release of episode 6 had Hayden Christensen
Oh yeah.
at that end scene.
I just thought it was funny because they didn't alter any other part around Yoda. So you have this like amazing high definition CGI version of Yoda and shitty ass backgrounds. It's like, why wouldn't you do, if you did one, why wouldn't you do the other? It's like, it looks like fucking Mace Windu's floating in air while you have this CGI Yoda flips and shit. Like, it doesn't look the greatest. But I didn't realize they did that. So, last little piece for Disney. So, Golden Globes, really quick, are in January. Disney obviously did multiple things. They nominated 13 cast members of Endgame for a Golden Globe and an Oscar for Best Actor. Not one got nominated.
Good.
They also did Endgame as Best Movie, didn't get nominated. And
Double good.
they did The Lion King as Best Movie that's not animated. So
And the people just laughed at him.
so the film actor, like
The Film Actor Guild.
yeah, so they look at it and they were like, so you don't want The Lion King to be nominated for Best Animated Movie? And Disney's like, no, it's not an animated movie, it's a live action movie.
But it is animated though.
And then the film actors are like, but didn't you do the whole movie in CGI? Well, yeah, because we can't actually make lions talk and sing, and it's an animated movie. And Disney's like, no, it's not an animated movie. We do not want this movie to be nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Animated Picture. They just sat there and laughed. Then they
Good.
released
They
the
deserved
nominees
it.
for the Golden Globes. The Lion King is nominated for the Best Animated Movie.
Blame
They
them.
just
Eat a fucking dick.
so they just went above Disney's head and basically said they were stupid and nominated The Lion King for the Best
Good.
Animated Movie without
Because
Disney's
it
permission.
is animated.
They were like, no, it's not in the category of fucking Once
Live
Upon a
act.
Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's not the same thing. They were
Yeah,
like,
but
the-
wait, no, but it's not though.
It's
It's not
live action.
animated.
they were saying because they nominated Frozen 2 for Best Animated. They're like, do you see the differences in the animation there?
No, no.
So yeah, the Film Actors Guild just said, "Fuck you, Disney. It's not being nominated for Best Picture. It's being nominated for Best Animated Movie, without Disney's permission."
And you'll like it.
Good.
Yeah, they basically said, "You'll take it, you'll suck it up, or we'll just fucking take the movie out of consideration altogether." And so Disney was like, "Fine."
No, that's what they
So
wanted them to do. And that's what they wanted them to do.
So
They
Watch
just
it
stuck
not
it
win.
to them.
Watch this out of spite them not win.
Like you were gonna win, but
Frozen, I guarantee Frozen 2 would win. A Disney movie will definitely win. I think Disney has 3 nominations in the Best Animated. So I guarantee they win anyways. They've won every year for the last 17 years, except for last year. Spider-Man won.
Good.
Spider-Man Into the Spideyverse won. It was
That
the
was a
first time
fantastic
Disney didn't win, and I think it was 17 years.
well, jeez, really?
Yeah, it even
no one makes
beat the
animated movies
Lego
anymore.
Movie. When the Lego Movie came out, the Lego Movie wasn't
People were
nominated.
upset.
Yeah,
People
the
were
Lego
really
Movie wasn't
upset.
nominated. The host was like, and now the nominations for Best Animated Movie. And whoever wins, make sure you take it and run and hide from any person that was in the Lego Movie. Anyways, here are the nominees. Yeah, because that movie should have won. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious that they just stuck it to Disney and said, "Fuck you, you're not. This movie isn't what you think it is."
Wow.
So-
I can't wait for Disney to buy them.
Yeah, I know, right? Shazam
working
2
on it.
has been confirmed for those who have seen Shazam.
I forgot that even came out.
It has now been confirmed as of today. It'll be released in 2021, 4 months after Black Adam. Shazam is basically arch nemesis that's being played by The Rock. So supposedly those 2 movies will be super intertwined with each other.
That should be fun.
Are we gonna get a Shazam cinematic universe?
Maybe. So, but yeah, that's all. That's part of DC. They're not really doing a cinematic universe anymore. They're just basically placing characters and doing their own thing. The only movies that will supposedly that are going to intertwine is Shazam and the Black Adam because they go together, and the new Suicide Squad and the
Suicide
Batman.
Squad.
But they won't intertwine right away. They won't intertwine for a couple years down the road. There is a new Power Rangers movie reboot coming. It is based in the mid 1990s. Yeah, it is set for release in 2022. It basically it's not a continuation of the Power Rangers movie that we got when we were a kid, but is based in the same time. So there's basically they're saying they're going back to the roots because they've released the last Power Rangers movie they released 2 years ago was a complete flop.
It
It's gonna
So,
have Ivan Ooze in it.
as a Power Rangers fan myself, I didn't care. Not that I didn't care. I didn't mind the Power Rangers movie. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it wasn't horrible.
It
Some
took
of the
too long to get actual fights, but
yeah
Are you talking about the
some of the-
newest one?
yeah it wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. Like the Zords were kind of fucking weird, and then who is that giant golden dude? Like he actually had, yeah, he had Goldar. He actually had gold falling off of him because he's basically a, like it was lava made of gold. Like that was kind of stupid, but nevertheless, yeah, it is being based in mid '90s. It'll take place in the same time era as the original Power Rangers movie that we got when we were kids. That came out like what 19 in the 1990s.
Is it gonna be like
Um,
Triceratops and Saber-Tooth Tiger, or is it gonna be some weird?
Fucking ninja or whatever the fuck they do.
Right.
Power Rangers Ninja.
I
There
think
has been
Ivan Ooze was
27
the frog. What was it?
Yeah.
What were they? They were. It was like the next tier.
Yeah, because that they went from the original Power Rangers and then they evolved in whatever those mystical creatures were.
Don't
Yeah.
do you guys remember
The
what was it,
crane.
Time
Yeah.
Force? The one with the
There were
cars.
so many. This
yeah, there
article
has been,
states
like, a
that
million.
there was 27 different versions of Power Rangers.
And we're not even talking about like the Saban stuff only in Japan.
Right.
27 different versions of Power Rangers.
It's gonna be a
insane.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire question.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. And the original Power, they said basically they're going back to the roots, is what it said. So I don't know if it'll be the original Zords or what. Obviously Tommy and all of them. I don't see them being in it because they're way too old now.
Well, I mean, Johnny Young Bosch could do something.
Yeah. Well, he's the only one. 'Cause isn't he like an MMA fighter or something? The guy who played Tommy the
He's-
Green Ranger. Doesn't he still do that
No.
like that kind of shit?
He's a voice actor now.
But I thought he's still like ripped as hell though.
Oh yeah, no, he is.
Last
He's like
little
an
piece.
actual martial artist.
Last quick two things. The company behind The Lion King, Sonic the Hedgehog, The Jungle Book, and another animated movie has shut down. MPC Vancouver, the company that was responsible for taking Sonic the Hedgehog and redoing it to make him look the way he is now. They did the whole entire CGI of The Lion King, the whole CGI of The Jungle Book, closed down yesterday. They shut down for good.
Wow, really?
Yep, they went bankrupt.
Well, if you've
Um,
ever like looked into the Pixar story, they repeatedly expressed how, like for the longest time, every movie they made had to be a hit. If it wasn't a hit, they were going out. And
Yeah, they said it's super expensive to do CGI and
Yeah.
remain profitable.
It
They
is.
said the Lion King cost them $200 million to do just the CGI.
well, the whole damn movie CGI.
Oh yeah, that's what it said. It
Well,
cost
no,
$200
but it's
million.
not though. It's not though.
No, it's live action.
Yeah, it's live
But
action.
yeah, they said that movie alone cost the company $200 million to
I
do.
would like to think Sonic would cost a lot less.
They said it only
Sonic-
cost $5 million to redo him, which isn't that bad.
No, that's crazy that
But-
they went under though. I wonder if they went under and they're gonna come back as like a different name. You know what I mean?
They said
Like
they
the
released
Dunder Myth
they
or the Michael Scott
le-
Paper Company.
They said they let go of all 730 employees that they had.
Oh my
Well, that just kind of
gosh.
shows how little they
That's
get paid
wild.
by these companies.
Yep. So yeah, they and the thing is too, like, they're making the fucking Jungle Book and Lion King. Why isn't Disney paying for all this?
They do. They don't
Like-
pay them enough though.
Oh, and they were responsible for the CGI in Guardians of the Galaxy. They won an Oscar.
What?
They won an Academy Award for Life of Pi. If anyone see that movie, that's fucking a great ass movie.
Great movie.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they Everyone yesterday morning got notified, and they all got resigned. Oh, and they also did Blade Runner 2049.
That is a good movie.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. More
That's
than
nuts.
800 artists worked at Vancouver studios, and that will be released just days before Christmas.
That's a lot. I mean, that might. Oof, that's a lot of employees.
Yep.
Like, when you think about it these days, Mark, what was it like? A team of, not a very big team of people was working on Skywind, for example. That's the complete rebuild of Morrowind with using the Skyrim engine.
Oh, shit, yeah.
You know
I
what I
don't know
mean?
how many off the top of my head, but like they're
like-
always looking for more people.
Right, they're always looking for
Yeah.
more people, but it just goes to show that while incredibly time consuming, a handful
There's
of
only, like,
artists.
6 or 8 people working on it usually.
Right, yeah, there's only a couple people that do it. So you have an organization that has 800 people in it. No wonder it went fucking bankrupt.
Well,
Look at these.
okay, hold on. Hold the phone there, Chief. Are the people making the Morrowind thing,
Yeah?
are they getting paid?
No.
They have a Patreon, I think.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I
Exactly.
don't believe
So there you
anything.
go. They're not getting paid. They're doing this for fun. They're doing this under their free time.
Yeah, that lends credence to what I'm saying. I'm saying that these people are making no money or a couple bucks. You're paying high quality prices to 800 human beings. That's a lot of money. Like for
But
something that each one of these movies they're making probably. Granted, I understand that. Yeah, there's a lot of time, energy, and work and different skill sets that go into it, but am I wrong to think that it shouldn't take 800 people to produce a film?
We
2.5
don't know
hour
what kind
film?
of time. There's
Yeah,
a lot that
no.
goes into the CG and
Different
stuff.
artists, things along those lines.
Yeah.
They also
concepts.
did it in like a few
And-
months.
With like
They
things
probably
like
break
that,
it down
I'm
in
sure,
segments, though.
I'm sure they had, with the Morrowind project, they have the architecture there. They don't have to build this completely from the ground up. They don't have to.
I'm still saying that just feels like a lot of employees
Yeah.
for a company that and I don't mean to understate
Mhm.
just make
Yeah.
CGI films, but that's a lot of employees for a film production company.
They probably needed it because of the unrealistic, time constraints they had.
Yeah, you
'Cause
have
I
to make
guarantee
you
you
have to
it's
make
like-
The Lion King in probably 2 months.
Yeah.
They probably take each part and break it down to 20-minute segments. Put a team of 5 in. Okay, you're responsible for this 20 minutes, this 20 minutes, this 20 minutes. Who knows?
Then at that point, is $5 million enough?
Yeah. So
Are you like how much is each one of those artists getting paid for their work to be put in
Exactly.
this movie that's gonna make $200 million or some shit?
yeah, it's they said it's devastating to the economy of Vancouver, as it's the biggest company in Vancouver and it's brought millions of dollars to the city.
Sure, it has.
The company itself is owned by a larger company called Technicolor that
Oh
will
wow, Technicolor's still around.
that operates multiple branches throughout the world. The Vancouver location is the only one that is closing, and the Vancouver one is specifically the one who made The Lion King and redid Sonic the Hedgehog.
Huh.
So it also did many years ago X-Files and Supernatural.
Mhm.
So
Well,
that's a big hit.
That's a shame, but somebody will fill the gap.
Yeah. Essentially just going to take, I'm assuming the higher up people will probably either get option for severance or to go to another location throughout the world.
Oh, probably.
So
I would hope
Um,
that everyone would have a chance to go to other places,
Yeah.
because 800 people losing their jobs, there's not enough CG, need for CG artists out there.
No.
At least close to Vancouver.
Last really quick thing, like I was talking about the Golden Globes, the best picture nomination for drama, 1917. It's a movie about World War
Oh,
One.
yeah, I hear that's good.
The Irishman is a Netflix exclusive.
Kojima loves it.
Which one?
The
Irishman? Yeah,
Hideo
Irishman
Kojima has a seal of approval.
The Joker.
Has
It
my
is the
seal of approval.
It's the first comic book movie to be nominated in, I think I read 5 years. The Dark Knight Rises was the last one. That's been more than 5 years then.
Mhm.
Whenever The Dark Knight Rises came out was the last time. Marriage Story, don't know what that is. And then The Two Popes, those are both like indie movies. Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Dolomite is My Name. Once again, don't know. Jojo Rabbit, don't know. Knives Out. That
Oh,
is
I need to see Knives Out.
that is Chris Evans, aka Captain America. That is his first movie
Fuck.
outside of.
Fucking everyone's in it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in that movie. Supposedly, it's phenomenal. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That is the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. Leonardo DiCaprio plays. It's the same time as Charles Manson. It's basically inside the movie is a hidden story about Charles Manson. Charles Manson, I guess, is actually in this movie. And then Rocket Man, the movie about
Elton John.
Elton John. And then going down really quick to best animated movie. I feel like Disney themselves does have a good shot to win. You have Frozen 2, How to Train Your Dragon 4, The Lion King, Missing Inc., and Toy Story 4. So they have 3 out of the 5 movies.
Yeah, they have a good shot.
It'll either a Toy Story, maybe. Pixar has won every time they have a movie, so, but it didn't do as good as Frozen 2. Frozen 2 made $1 billion already, by the way, for those who didn't know. That's all in
Large
January.
company makes more money. Fuck.
Company also owned by Disney makes more money.
So let's get into some gaming news.
Nice.
All right, let me pull up the news. All right, what are we doing? What are we talking about first, boys?
Let's get into some gaming stuff. Let's do. What all do you have?
So really, I have one story that's kind of out of the way somewhere, and then I have State of Play, the Sony State of Play, and Nintendo Indie World. Do you want to do the non-bundle of stuff first? Like we could do it kind of in chronological order. We could do whatever like one-off news we have, and then do State of Play, Indie World, and then Game Awards.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
You want me to go first?
I could get mine out of the way real
Yeah,
quick.
go ahead.
So over the week, Sony. This is from The Verge. Sony Entertainment and San Diego Studios, the subsidiary of PlayStation, made a deal with the MLB Players Association, saying that the pretty big, highly regarded sports franchise MLB The Show is going to be coming to other game consoles as early as 2021. So apparently, partnership between Players Inc., the MLB Players Association, Sony Interactive Entertainment, and San Diego Studios, pretty much when making the negotiations to extend the exclusivity contract of these other games, or for more of the MLB Show series being a PlayStation exclusive title. One of the deals was they had to go cross-platform. So this isn't the first time a Sony game has gone to other consoles. As we know, Death Stranding is coming to PC next year, which is a Sony game. Yeah, so finally, for all people who like baseball, like me, finally they are getting an actual baseball game and not some shitty 2-bit baseball game. So that's pretty neato. And like everyone's kind of hyped about it. Nintendo of America tweeted about it. Phil Spencer's hyped about it. So I highly doubt that decision was Sony's, because it's Sony.
Yeah.
But still though, it's nice. Maybe that will help kind of edge Sony into saying, hey, you know, we're fine with our non-grade A titles going to other systems. Like I don't think we'll see like an Uncharted game on Xbox or Nintendo anytime soon, or God of War, but things like you know, MLB The Show, or things like Tearaway, or fucking
Untitled Goose Game.
We'll talk about that in a bit. That's not a Sony game, by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
So hopefully, you know, we'll see some more like their B team stuff kind of go off to other systems, because it's only a win-win for everyone. That's it.
You want to keep going? You want Mark to throw one out there?
I mean, I have nothing else. That literally, other than those other two things, this is it that I have.
Okay. I have a couple more things in Mark, so I'll do one, then you can go Mark.
Yeah, go ahead.
Twitch is joining the realm of giving people contracts. They originally said they were not going to. They were not going to do it because they are the biggest platform, so there's no need for them to do exclusive deals. They broke the promise, and they did. They have officially signed Tim the Tatman, Dr. Lupo, and Lurk to exclusive deals, multiple million-dollar deals for them to stream only on Twitch, to not leave, to go to Mixer, to join Ninja, to not go to Facebook, to not go to YouTube, or PewDiePie is on
D-Live.
D-Live. So yeah, each person now has, each basically major streaming company has exclusive streamers. Contracts for Tim the Tatman, Lupo, and Lurk are rumored to be equivalent to what Shroud and Ninja got, which it is rumored they got up to around $50 million to exclusively stream on their platform. I don't know if they will get as much because they have all their followers. They keep all the followers. They don't lose any followers by going to Mixer. But from what I was told, they are both getting multiple millions. It's a multi-million-dollar deal.
Well, they can pretty much give whatever they want because they got that unlimited Amazon money behind them.
Yeah, so it was to keep them off of Mixer because they are good friends with Ninja, and Ninja has been pushing them for them to go. So I'm assuming one of them made a call and was like, hey man, do you want to lose 3 more of your top streamers? And Mixer is probably like, not Mixer, Twitch is probably like, fuck. Okay. So we lost Ninja, who's the biggest. Shroud, who was at one point the second biggest. Tim the Tatman's really huge. Dr. Lupo was decent. And I don't know who Lurk is. We lost Ewok, who was the deaf streamer. And they lost one to Facebook.
Her only defining factor is that she's deaf.
She is deaf. It's still big though. She's a phenomenal Fortnite player. But once again, so it's like, shit, okay, do I make deals or do we just let them leave? And they made deals.
Did you guys see the video that Dr. Lupo tweeted out about him announcing that he signed to Twitch? Because it's pretty top tier.
Yeah.
He basically is just sitting at having a fireside chat, and he's like, "Hey guys, Dr. Lupo here. And some of you guys may have been thinking, what's going on with me?" And he's like talking a little bit about it. And then at the end, he's like, "So why did I choose to stream exclusively on Twitch?" Well, the money. That's plain and simple it. The money. Hey, at least he's fucking honest about it, yo.
He does a lot of
Ninja.
He does a lot of St. Jude stuff as well. He did come out after that and release another one, saying his opportunity. He's raised over $5 million to St. Jude by doing charity streams.
It's just easier for everyone.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons he did. You can go, Mark. I'll be right back, by the way.
Okay, so Apple's been shipping out its new MacBook Pro recently.
The cheese
so
grater.
you can pick up the new MacBook Pro for $6,000. Yeah, the good old $6,000 MacBook Pro. The big ass cheese grater one. Fun thing is that it doesn't come with wheels. It has like regular just little feet. If you want to get wheels, they're $100 a pop. So if you want to get 4 of them, it's $400 for the wheels.
Oh my god. Gosh.
You gotta love the $60,000 option with 1.5 terabytes of RAM,
Yeah, it's
4
not.
graphics cards.
It's not like they have a $53,000 version of this computer, and
Yeah.
$400 really puts you back.
That's
You know, I
insane.
was going to spend $53,000 on this computer, but I don't know if I could swing the wheels.
It's
I don't know.
upgradable to 1.5 TB of RAM, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's like $59,000 for the quad GPUs and 1.5 terabytes of RAM and the Xeon, like, was it like 32 core processor?
Yeah, they don't tell you what number it is. Even if you get the most expensive one, they don't tell you what processor it is.
Yeah, that's a very Mac thing to do.
Yeah, that's an Apple thing. I guess I'll move on to my next one since Walker isn't here.
But what about the $6,000 monitor that
Oh, yeah.
requires its own cleaning cloth?
That
if you wanna clean it-
$1,000
That if you
Oh
wanna-
my gosh.
Okay, so in the user's manual, what they recommend to clean the cleaning cloth is to put it in some warm water, squeeze a little dish soap in there, and let it soak for 24 hours.
So you could clean your monitor.
Yeah, so you could clean your monitor.
Some
No,
real
that's-
worry we went into
yeah.
that.
Yeah, and you can't buy it anymore if you lose it. It's probably going to cost
Oof.
$100 for that cleaning cloth, though. No lies.
That's
I'm sorry.
that's nuts. That's crazy. Doesn't surprise me though. It really doesn't.
Oh, and
you
the
can-
$1,000 stand too, for the monitor if you don't want to mount it. It's great.
You can get the $5,000 Pro XDR display with the $1,000 upgrade of nano texture glass.
Nano texture, huh?
I guess
It's liquid
supposedly it's more
retina, man.
durable. Yeah, I don't know.
Liquid Retinal 8K monitor, dude. Imagine playing Fortnite on it.
Oh man.
You could feel the pixels.
This shit's 16K resolution.
Oh shit.
Oh no, Mark.
So I guess I'll go on to my next story. Looks like Microsoft is releasing their first Office app on Linux. So
Ooh, wow.
within the last week, they are releasing their Microsoft Teams package into public preview, which is creating Linux packages in the .distribution and .rpm formats. So if you're able to install those, you can pretty much install the entire Microsoft Office suite on your Linux machine.
Interesting. Now, I wonder. I mean, so are we gonna see them charge the same amount for that? Probably.
Yeah, I don't see why not. It's an online service, so it's like Office 365. You just have to log in and get access to it. So, yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, good old Office coming to Linux. It'll be a good time.
Nice.
Nice to see that something's finally going over there.
You're gonna have a good time.
You
Walker,
could
do you
finally
want to do
use
a
it.
story, or do you want me to?
I got a couple more.
About
Where we at here? Supposedly there's an Easter egg.
You're an
for-
Easter egg.
I don't know if I should talk about this or wait to the state of play. Easter egg in a
Well,
game that gives you the voice of the villain for a game that's coming out next year.
Oh,
Number
okay.
2 to 3.
Let's wait.
Okay.
Let's wait for the state of play for that
Right.
one.
So
The worst kept secret in video game, worst kept secret in video games.
I don't know what the fun is about photo modes, but Star Wars is coming out with a photo mode at the end of the week, and so is Red Dead Redemption 2.
All right, so Red Dead Redemption 2 doesn't make any goddamn sense why there's a fucking photo mode in it.
And it
Oh.
comes out at the end of the week on PlayStation 4.
Like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
'Cause
What's
you
the
could-
point of it though? What's the point of like last week there was like 2
Cool
games that are
pictures.
having it
Yeah,
too.
you can. I mean, you could take some really nice
Fucking
pictures.
God of War has it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Why?
saying.
Fallout 76.
Yeah.
I mean,
it
it
kinda
kind of
Can
makes
other
sense,
people
so
can other people in the game see it?
No, but you can post them on social
Well, the-
media and stuff.
Yeah.
No. I wasn't sure if it was like, okay,
It was like
I'm
what
gonna
you
take
said.
it right here. Does someone else go to that
Like-
spot and can they see my picture?
No,
Like
probably
the
not.
That'd be
only
cool.
That would
the
be cool.
only game that I see that actually the photo mode made sense in was Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah,
Because that entire thing was just a road trip game. You know, it was just a bunch of buds hanging out, taking a very long road trip, fighting for their lives, as all good buds do. I mean, how
We
many
even-
times have we done that?
Yeah, sure.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like, it had a photo
Well,
mode in
that
it.
makes
Like, that's
no
supposed to be-
fucking sense.
It's kind of like what
Kingdom
you were
Hearts.
saying earlier, though. I mean, the one game you can post it right to Twitter. It's just
Oh,
for
You
okay.
wanna
promoting.
really show off the game.
Yeah, it's so you can show off what you did and what you're doing.
Well, at least okay, Kingdom Hearts 3 makes sense because you have a fucking cell phone in it.
Well, yeah, and you also it's an achievement too. You gotta find Mickey Mouse's.
Yeah.
They didn't
Well,
have
Okay.
like
same
as
thing
if
with
they did not
fucking
have
Wind
high
Waker.
definition photo edit like capturing capabilities during Red Dead Redemption times. Like
Oh yeah, no.
you act like
so
this
when
is
you
such a
take-
far-fetched concept.
You set up a camera and
because
shit.
Yeah.
because Red Dead 2 is all about realism.
Wouldn't that be
You
funny
know,
if you
because
did?
The
You
horse
had to
testicles shrink in
Wouldn't
the
that be-
cold weather.
Wouldn't
But,
that be
like,
funny though
okay,
if you
so
had
you
to go
have
pick
to-
up like a camera and set it up and
and wait like 15 minutes for
Yeah.
the photo to take a picture.
Yeah.
And
And
then
you have the
go.
giant glass.
light the thing.
Smile.
Just a standstill.
Well,
You
no,
gotta
they
do the
don't.
fucking
They,
explosion.
they don't smile because it takes so long for it to take the picture.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
That's why
that'll
everyone
hurt.
looks very like meh or angry.
The
Because
glass
they've been waiting
explosion
for, like,
'cause they had fucking the
fucking
gunpowder they had to use to do everything. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna take a picture. I think this background looks cool with my horse. Give me a minute. The original selfie, yeah. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is
the
a photo of it.
original selfie.
I don't know. Whatever. Fortnite did an end game. One of their end game events, Star Wars related this time.
They did it already, or they're doing
Fortnite.
it?
They did it yesterday.
Ah,
They
Um,
announced it at the Game Awards.
yeah,
Yeah,
I seen
I
the
posted
announcement.
a link. I'll post it again, or you just YouTube it. Star Wars Fortnite event. Essentially, it starts off. You're in an area, a giant beam displays, and Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, comes in the game live, like speaking as he's saying it into the game, saying, "Hey guys, in 10
Hey
minutes,
gamers.
we'll be doing a live, exclusive trailer only being showed right now, 10 minutes from now. Have fun, enjoy the game. See you in a couple minutes." Comes back, 10 seconds left. Hey guys, let's count down together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have fun, enjoy the event. It's quiet. All of a sudden, the Millennium Falcon flies in. Out of nowhere, you look up, all the Empire's ships show up in the sky, and the Millennium Falcon's being chased by TIE fighters.
That's kind of cool.
You look around, they're doing maneuvers and shit. Millennium Falcon's shooting the TIE fighters, they're flying off in the distance, exploding. Millennium Falcon beats all the TIE fighters, lands. And everyone's like, dude, we're fucking getting in the Millennium Falcon to watch this trailer. Oh my god. The doors open up, Bob Iger, an actual character of him, comes out. Hey guys, Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, starts talking. Like he's actually talking real life into the game, his mouse moving. Like that's how fucking like in depth this game, like they do this shit, which is awesome. A stormtrooper comes out, starts doing all the emotes. Starts
yes.
talking.
Yes, because I've always wanted to see the fucking stormtrooper do the little L dance.
And then Bob Iger's like, guys, I got one more surprise. Everyone, J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams walks out of Millennium Falcon.
Everybody fucking boos him.
He starts talking. It's like, okay, guys, now, what do you guys think the trailer is? So then 4 different, basically, silos open up, and you have to go to the silo which you think it is. There was Jedi Mind Trick, Kylo Ren's Knight of the Rens, Knights of Ren, and then there was like 2 other random things, and everyone picked Jedi Mind Trick. And Bob Iger was like, okay, so they picked Jedi Mind Trick. Did they guess it right? Was that the trailer? And we're like, well, this was actually to pick to see what trailer you guys wanted to watch, and you guys all picked Jedi Mind Trick. So now here's a trailer with an exclusive look at a Jedi Mind Trick. If the screen backs up, your screen essentially becomes a trailer, and it's of Ray doing her "You will let me pass." So I'm curious to see if they would have picked something else, if they would have done the trailer
Oh,
for
probably.
that thing.
Imagine, okay, so this was announced at the Game Awards, and then of course publications got a hold of it, and everyone was, was posted all over the goddamn place. Imagine being the people who did not know anything about this.
Oh, I know.
Like, what the
For
hell?
play
They're in the
Fortnite.
game, and all of a sudden they're like, "The fuck is going on?"
Fuck
Yeah.
is
Why
going
did I get
on?
my kills?
just wanna
Why
play
can't
my
I
game.
get my kills?
Yeah,
I
they
don't
come out.
care
They're
about
like,
storage wars. I just want to play Fortnite.
they look up and they see the fucking ships. Like, what is going on right
It's
now?
like when the mech landed.
Dude, anybody who doesn't realize that these in-games events are happening and they end up being in one, and they're like on the other side of the fucking map and they see this shit out of nowhere, I think that'd be hilarious. So anyways, they get in they get the Millennium Falcon. The Millennium Falcon goes. They drop a chest. The chest drops, opens up. Everyone gets lightsabers, and everyone is standing in a group. Mind, it's 50v50, and they're all standing in like a foot of each other with lightsabers. All of a sudden, all of you see is the fucking things. Everyone killed each other. The funniest thing ever. They're just hacking and slashing, and then you go back into the game with the lightsaber, and that's how you end that particular round is with lightsabers.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I
So-
shit all over Fortnite all the time. It's one of my favorite things to do in life now. But they do some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, it is a pretty interesting cultural phenomena. I mean,
Especially
really.
the in-game events that they do.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It had the
Last
second
piece.
best world reset of all time.
Exactly. The last piece I have, who knows what Redbox is?
I do.
Who's ever used it
Redbox.
to rent a video game?
I have, unfortunately.
Um,
$250 a night. Fuck that.
Redbox at the end of the year is no longer renting any video games. The
Or
CEOs,
selling them.
Yep, they are not renting or selling any video games. They want to be known as strictly as a movie rental company, no longer
Probably
video
wasn't
games.
profitable.
So they are discontinuing all of their games, all of their rentals. You can buy the game outright if you go to the Redbox. You can physically purchase that copy that's in that machine
Without
at a
the
discounted.
box.
Yeah, without the box at on average it's at a $5 discount, and that is it. So
Not worth it.
yeah.
Oof.
Not worth it at all.
They will be doing the same thing on Redbox.com. They will be doing minor discounts on all the games in their inventory until they are gone.
I would
So-
like to take a look at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year when they officially discontinue it, and then
See if they actually
basically see what the
discount it.
price is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, they said it wasn't something that it was decent, but nothing that they ever anticipated was going to take off, and it didn't, and so they are fully discontinuing it now.
Not when you have GameFly.
Exactly, which I'm surprised it's still a fucking thing. I really am.
Use promo code level unlocked for nothing off of your purchase at GameFly.com.
Yeah, use promo code level unlocked for an invalid promo code. at
I
your
remember
checkout.
having GameFly, and I ended up keeping like 4 games
Fucking
because
rip off.
I said on GameFly that I returned the game and they never delivered it, so they just okay, I'll send you your next one, and I got to keep like 4 games.
So,
Of course, the most expensive game I got was Ape Escape 2. That was the
Nice.
types of games that I got. I got nothing of relevance, just those.
So with GameFly, what's fucking stupid about that over like DVDs.com now, or what Netflix used to be, is with like Netflix, you would have like your top selections, and it would go through and be like, okay, selection number 1, we don't have it. Okay, let's go to selection number 2. Okay, we have this. Let's just ship it out to you. Or like it would just keep going down the list, and that day they'll send it out. With GameFly, it'll be like, okay, your number 1 pick isn't here. All right, tomorrow we'll take a look to see if it's here. If it's not here, we'll go to number 2. Okay, tomorrow number 2 isn't here, so we're gonna go back tomorrow, check to see if number 1, number 2, and then go to number 3. And it was just stupid. Like, there was a time where I did not have any games be delivered to me for about 15 days. They didn't send me a game. And I go, what the fuck is this shit? Why am I paying for this service?
Hmm.
I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
if
pretty
it's
trash.
That long.
And
yeah.
this was young me too, so it's not like, you know, I was using my mom's money. If I was using it today, like with my own big boy money, I would be really upset.
Pretty so.
Really upset.
Got
What
anything
else?
else, Walker?
No, I'm good if you want to go, Mark. And then we can go to State of Play, and then
Don't
Game
worry, Walker.
Awards!
Don't worry,
Sure.
Walker. You'll be able to eat a lot during my segment.
I got some stuff on, so don't worry.
You'll be able to eat a lot, though.
I never said I was eating, by the way. Just throwing
I
that
can
out there.
fucking hear you muck-gabbing.
Yummy.
Nom, 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 nom.
I feel that. Okay, so my story. Looks like the Outer Worlds is going to be getting DLC next year.
That's fine.
The Obsidian social manager named Sheila, I guess,
Hi, Sheila.
after the Video Game Awards said they appreciated those who supported us for the Game Awards and their support, etc. The reception of the Outer Worlds has been unbelievable to see, and just being
You didn't see
nominated
that?
means a lot. However, the journey isn't over for us yet because we're excited to announce that we'll be expanding the story through DLC next year. Details will be made available at a later date.
Good. Hopefully that it's actually good. Unlike the last half of the game.
Let's hope they actually take some time into it. I don't know. Yeah, the last half was good. It was just very rushed, I felt.
Mm-hmm. Like, the quality of especially the writing from, like, especially the first 2 planets going forward drops off dramatically.
Definitely.
Like, it really goes downhill quick.
Like, they spent a lot of time in the side quests and all that sort of stuff, but then whenever it got to the end of the main story, it just sort of fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
That's
I didn't know
all.
that.
Yeah, that's how the Outer Worlds goes. It's not a bad game. Apparently, I should play it over again, but I'll get there. I just don't really have the
One
appeal
of these
for
days.
it. Yeah.
One of these years you'll get back to it.
The last story that I have, I just found this not too long ago, so it's not on our list here. It's the expected dates for the next Steam sale. According to a source that predicted the Halloween sale, they're saying that the Steam Winter Sale should start on December 19th, according to the leak that predicted the Halloween and autumn sales. And yeah, so on the 19th, about 4 more days, we'll see another Steam sale come around.
Nice.
That would be nice.
Looks like that's all I got for news.
Alright. Buckle in, boys. We got a lot.
Yeah,
For
we
me.
do. Now,
Oh, buckle
segue
in.
to Sony State of Play.
Make sure to go use the bathroom now. Grab your drink, grab your water, you know, anything that you need right now.
Want to
'cause
explain what
we're-
the Sony State of Play is for those who don't know?
Yeah. While everyone is in this intermission part. So the Sony State of Play is basically their Nintendo Direct. Pretty much just a 20-minute tease of some stuff that's coming out. Easy peasy, right? They tend to pack it all in, and it looks exactly like a Nintendo Direct. Like, not even joking. Like, they're not even subtle about it anymore. They gave up on the subtlety of it, that they're just ripping off the Direct. So, Untitled Goose Game is coming out on the 17th, so pretty much by the time that this podcast gets uploaded, it'll be out.
Hype.
So, that'll be
You can
nice
play it
to
on
see.
the same day also. It is coming to Game Pass.
Yeah, Xbox as well. So, get ready. I don't know. Guys, should I speed run it on the Switch or on the PlayStation?
Wouldn't it be easier on play? Well, you have it on the computer too, so you got realistically every option.
Yeah.
Coming
Yeah.
to Game Pass, so you can just play it for free.
Well, Game Pass for PC or Game Pass for consoles? That's the question.
click the article and find out.
Because like I might. I'm still working on that world record percentage. Still trying to work on those glitches. Trying to master those. They then showed off a game called Spellbreak.
Xbox One launch.
Okay. They showed off a game called Spellbreak. Yeah, because it's on like the Epic Game Store.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be on Game Pass or PC. They showed off Spellbreak, which is a new battle royale. Ooh. Another goddamn battle royale that's gonna die in a few months. Big thing about it is that it uses magic and spells and stuff. Takes place in like kind of like a high fantasy, like medieval setting. Some flying and stuff like Anthem. One of the cool things is that the environment is kind of affected by the spells. So like one thing that you can do is you can use like an ice arrow to shoot across like a stretch to land, and it creates a whole like ice on the ground, and you can skate on it for extra speed. So that's pretty cool. That sounds like some pretty clutch movement tech there. And then you also have like I guess some characters might have a rewind ability like Tracer from Overwatch, where it could just roll back the clock. So that's going to be probably super broken. The closed beta is starting this spring, so we're going to see if it's free to play or pay to play. Talked more about Dreams, the very ambitious game about making your own game, or making pretty much your own anything anymore at this point. We talked about one of the things where someone remade the demo, the Final Fantasy VII remake demo in Dreams.
Yep.
It's been in early access for like a year now. It's finally got a release date. February 14th. It's coming out.
That'll be cool. The game that makes games.
Yep. Well, we're going to talk about a game that makes games in a bit. There's a game called Super Liminal. It's, as I put it, a first-person mindfuck. And it's about perspective. So one of the things that they show off at the beginning of it is you pick up a PlayStation 4 controller, and you kind of like move it away from you, and you drop it, and it's bigger than when you picked it up. And like just walking around different areas and stuff, it kind of changes the perspective, which can create or remove different objects in the world. Kind of reminds me of like almost like a Portal vibe with puzzle solving. Very creative puzzle solving in it. That is coming out next year. There's a game called Paper Beast that's coming out. It's a VR game. It's made by Another World team. Basically, the creatures are made out of paper, like origami and shit. You can kind of like pick them up and move them around, and like affect them to kind of change the ecosystem almost. So like one of the things that you can do is say there's a bunch of like paper deer hanging around, and there's like a tiger that's coming to attack them. You could slap like a ball and chain on the tiger so it lets the deer get away. Or like if there's a bunch of them trying to get up a hill, bunch of like deer trying to get up a hill, but it's too muddy, you can like drop some stuff down to give it more traction so they're able to like climb up it. That's coming out the first quarter of 2020. Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. So my
You're not excited.
No, I'm just looking over my notes again. I'm gonna read my notes verbatim. Square characters. Sora is lost. Hearts are all connected, like strands. Oh my god, is Sora a part of Bridges? Is Sora a repatriate with Dooms? By square characters, I mean Eris. That's all they showed. 12320.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yuffie and Squall are all returning. They're finally bringing back Final Fantasy characters.
Finally.
which was one of the biggest complaints that they weren't in the game to begin with.
Mhm.
Because
they played a
it-
huge
Yeah.
part in the stories.
Yeah, they played a
But fuck
huge
me.
part.
Now I wonder if this is going to take place in fuck. The station from World Ends with You. The main area of basically World Ends with You takes place.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, at the end of the game, it hints to the world. It makes the World Ends with You reference, and I thought that was cool.
Essentially, the premise, it follows the search. It follows Sora's search for Kairi. The Keyblade Graveyard. There we go. Remind, you'll find Final Fantasy characters such as
Finally.
Leon, Aerith, Yuffie, and Squall. You will help Riku, Aqua, and the rest of the gang in their pursuit of Sora. So I'm assuming you don't play as Sora. You play as the other characters, looking for Sora, who's looking for Kairi.
But during the trailer they showed off, they actually showed gameplay where you're playing as Sora.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, this trailer ties into the secret ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 that you only get if you 100% the game. So keep that in mind. So if you don't 100% the game, you go to play this game and you beat it, it's not going to make any sense.
Watch YouTube. Watch
Yeah,
the
that's
YouTube
pretty much
video.
it.
Because isn't that the one where it says, "Hey, I'll meet you at this station," or was that
Yeah.
the regular ending?
No, that was the secret ending. Like that
Okay.
was the climax of Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, you have to 100% the game to get this secret ending, which then the game picks up at the end of that secret ending. It's like, why the fuck would you make a game for an ending
That's
that not
super hard to
everyone's gonna get?
Yeah.
That not everyone's gonna get. But that's Kingdom Hearts for you. If they don't make it confusing, it's not Kingdom Hearts.
Nope. That's Kingdom Hearts. Only that's its defining factor is confusion.
Is, hey, you want to play this game? Okay, we're gonna make 9 games on 6
And
different consoles.
9. Well, are you even talking about? We're not even talking about the Verizon Java game on
Yeah.
like old flip phones. That's actually fucking canon.
Yeah. You want to learn the story? You're gonna learn it, but you need every console. You need a DS. You need a
this is-
phone. You need a PlayStation.
This
You
is
need,
fucking near level of bullshit.
Yeah. You need a PSP.
At least you don't need to listen to a radio play, see the live orchestra, and there was another one. There was another drama. Read the book as well to get the full story.
Good old Kingdom Hearts.
And beat the game like 7 times for both games. Then they talked about Predator Hunting Grounds. Showed off that the Predators have different weapons and classes. They basically just focus solely on the Predators here. Coming out 4/24/2020. Almost 4/20. Then they talked about Babylon's Fall. It's a new game by Square and Platinum, the new Dream Team. It's a fucking Platinum game. So if you're familiar with Platinum, hacky slashy, wonderful goodness, Bayonetta, Astral Chain, Nier Automata, it's a Platinum game. That's the best way I can describe it.
I like it.
So then, they go, hey guys, next we've got a special showing for the campaign mode